Some people live in the city. Some people live in the country. Others live in the mountains. Me? I live on an island. Long Island. I live in Hicksville most of my life. I have a car, 2 kids, and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card, charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Andy, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel. I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard until sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Ah, let's live. Hey there, islanders. If you're going out to the beach, you better get an early start. Traffic is miserable.
Hey! Welcome back to the Gagootz Show! With the original Gagootzes!
Yeah.
Is that how you say it when it's plural, Gagootzes?
Benny, Gagootz.
What?
Yeah, I think
Gagootzes?
it's Gagootz.
I think it's Gagootzes.
No, I think you could just say Gagootz. How many Gagootz do you have? Not how many Gagootz.
Well, he's referring to us as the Gagootzes.
That I like.
I like that one, the Gagootzes.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, the Gagootzes!
The Gagootzes.
That could be
And
a
Mezzy. No, but
good sitcom.
And Mezzy.
Yeah.
look at this beautiful lady, pretty in pink though. I'm like loving your pink vibes.
Oh,
It's
that's
giving me
great.
with the eyeshadow and the lipstick.
Yes.
You look so beautiful.
Everything matches. My eyeshadow and my lipstick and everything. From I bought this new cosmetic. It's called and I know she's watching. It's called Lip Sense.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a whole new cosmetic line, and the lipstick you can put on your cheeks, your eyes, and everything. So it's like,
I gotta check that out. I just found out that black people wear blush. I didn't know that.
of course they do.
Why would they wear blush?
So you could have rosy cheeks.
Yeah, but like, we don't. You know, like, have you ever seen a black person turn red?
No,
I'm just asking. I really, it might be my ignorance.
You
But,
can do
But I've
pink.
seen a lot of black women with makeup.
Oh
They
Yeah,
like to wear
I just
makeup.
didn't know we do blush, so I'm gonna become a blush girl.
Yeah.
Cause I don't wear
And
makeup,
they
but I
have
think
an
of blush.
entire line
Of
for
like
your
blushes.
skin, for your skin tone. For
Okay,
blush.
well, don't worry. The next time you see me, I'll either look really nice or I look like a clown with blush around.
Well, you have to get the right thing. It's got to match your skin tone
Yeah, I'm
and
not-
everything.
So anyway, it's great. Nancy hasn't been on the show. She hasn't been to the
I
studio.
know.
I can't imagine. I mean, the studio looks amazing, everybody. I mean, you're not here,
I
but
know.
the rest of the studio, Bobby has done an
There's all
incredible
different-
job.
There's all different sets,
And
so
it's
not
just-
every show is in this set. There are other sets.
No, but it's crazy because every time we come, every 2 weeks, it's like there's an upgrade somehow. Now we got a floating TV. What the heck, Bobby? How does that even work? I don't even know.
And
That man is a
behind
genius.
that, you can do voiceovers. They
And
have
the
this
new
little-
camera.
A new camera. And
Oh
then
my
you can
God.
do voiceovers and everything. So anybody
Yes, I'll
out
be working
there-
with Bobby. Hey, don't throw it out there because I'm working with Bobby first on that. Don't take my job. I need the job. Okay.
But seriously, folks, if you want to do a podcast or a web television show like this, all right, come down to Paradise Studios, talk to Bobby. You have a variety of stages to choose from. It's amazing. It is the nicest and best studio on Long Island.
100%. And then, you know what? It's kind of like a content house, if that makes sense. Because every room is different and it has a different backdrop, it has a different feeling. You can literally do like loads of content. I don't know if that's something Bobby would. I'm sure Bobby's the
And
type
radio
of people
shows,
like,
yeah,
radio
yeah.
show. He has a cool like radio station over there. I mean, Jesus. Every time I come in, there's a new studio. How does he even have these rooms? I don't even
Special
know.
room to put your makeup on and get dressed and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he thought of everything. But anyway, enough
Yeah.
about him.
Shout out to Bobby though.
All right.
Bobby.
Anyway, we've got a great show
Yeah.
We have a good
ourselves.
show.
We have an awesome show. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple of months ago, yeah, it's maybe a little bit longer than that, I'm friends with Debbie D'Amore, and they did a production of Menopause the Musical in Smithtown, okay? And it
That's
is
funny.
hilarious. I've seen the show several times. I saw the original. So I went, and I brought 2 of my friends with me. Well, it was absolutely off the charts incredible.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
the acting, the comedy, their voices was amazing. So one of the stars from that show is going to be with us tonight,
Oh.
and her daughter Isabella. This is Christina, and I'm bad with names, so when she comes on, we'll go over all that. But her daughter Isabella, I'm looking on YouTube and stuff, and I see this adorable little girl.
Oh my God, she's so cute. I can't.
Singing beautifully, and there was mistakes at this particular one venue she went, and she just killed it. They had the music wrong, this and whatever. This child just knows what she's doing.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
We are actually, when we could go to our break before we bring them up, we're going to show a little clip of Isabella singing.
Which is amazing. I wish I had like that much moxie even now at my big age now. Like, so shout out to Isabella, because her being able to sing in front of so many. And how old is she?
She just turned 10.
Is that so? Is she our youngest guest? Like,
Ever.
Wow. So
Ever.
I took Gagootz first. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here for the Gagootz first. I love it.
We're
Yes,
doing
yes.
the show a little over 10 years, and this is the first time we've had an itty bitty, I like to call them, come on the show.
Itty-bitty.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah, no,
very-
she is the
she's
youngest.
really excited. She's in the other room watching us on television right
Oh, hey Isabella, we can't wait to see you, girl.
Yeah.
You better come and sing on here. You better be talented.
now. You know, and I'm hoping she's going to sing a cappella for us a few things.
I mean, worst case scenario, I don't want to throw out my skills or nothing, but I have been well versed in beatboxing. I'll just, all right, in case we need it.
Okay. Did you
Case
like
we
take
need
that
it.
as a college class?
You know what? I actually taught it as a college class.
I don't know whether to believe them.
Oh my God, I
Like
can't.
that.
Anyway,
Wait, I
tell
want to
us-
first talk about your shirt, because we.
Yeah, tell us
You guys
about
were
your-
away.
All right, so we went away. We went to Cooperstown, and we went to the Howes Caverns. Betty and I, we took a road trip where I drove 5 hours myself. We only made 1 stop on the way up, no stops on the way back. I
Wow.
was
she
like,
wanted to come home. She
Oh,
was-
yeah.
well,
Ready to go to
when
bed.
I'm done. I want to just come home, and that's it. But it was really, and it's so funny because up there, it was cold. We were wearing sweatshirts. and
Upstate?
hoodies. Yeah, this was just last month, in June 12th through the 18th, was it?
Yeah,
We come home, we have a heat wave here
Yeah.
in the 90s.
but up
Oh
there
my
it was
God.
yeah.
Up there, we were on this beautiful lake and having lunch and dinner and stuff, and
Oh,
you
that's
know,
so nice.
and it was
Yeah.
and it was just gorgeous.
And
Oh my
Cooperstown, the
God.
town itself is wonderful. And if you love baseball,
Oh yeah,
You were talking about Cooperstown before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
It's
their
the base.
baseball town.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all about
I
baseball.
like that. It's all about the
about
base. It's
baseball.
all about the base.
It's
I
all
like
about
that.
the
yeah,
base.
it's all about the base.
Yeah,
But
right?
it was beautiful. It was great.
And how we went to Howe Caverns, you go. What is it?
150. I was gonna say miles. No.
Yeah, more than 100. I'm
No.
sure that was 100, more than
Yeah,
150 miles.
150 stories down. Okay, so you figure the size of a apartment building that has 150 floors. That's how deep you go down an elevator, and they
Yeah.
packed this elevator with wall-to-wall people. I was having a nervous breakdown.
And it's 52
To get where? Where are you going? Where are you going down?
Down to the caverns.
caverns with
Ooh.
stalactites and stalagmites. You know, the big stones that come.
Oh my
It's all
God.
stone down there. It's beautiful.
It's incredible. The whole story of how they found it and everything else is incredible.
Oh my God, that's
Now,
amazing.
So it's not a
everybody
cave,
needs
it's
to
a
do this.
cavern.
It's
You
a
actually
cavern.
wa-
You're going.
and it's
You're
too-
underground, really far underground.
But they built.
No,
They
it
built
was
places you can walk and stuff. It was there, but they came in and they built the places where you walk and stuff. And of
Wow.
course, it floods. If it rains, it floods because there's water in there too. It floods completely right over you. You can't. It's
And-
closed.
52 degrees.
52 degrees.
Was what it was down
52
there?
degrees
All the time.
underground
All
all
the
the
time.
time. 52.
Is that a hot 52 or cold 52?
Cold.
52. Cold. I was gonna say, I don't know. There's some hot 52.
What hot 52?
When the sun is out.
That's
Exactly.
Thank God.
See, that's his phone telling him I'm right. Thank you. Thank you, phone.
That's a black radio station. Hot 52. You're
That might be.
listening to Hot 52.
You listen to Hot 5201, baby.
All right, anyway, we're going to bring our guests up, but we're going to show this video of Isabella singing.
Yes, we are.
And then they'll come on.
Yeah.
And they'll tell us about
excited.
it.
And
Tell us.
And you'll learn all about everything I was telling you.
Yes.
All right, so take it away, my man.
Settle in, girls, it's story time. There's a princess in a tower. Oh my gosh, that's just like me. Poor Rapunzel needs a haircut, but the witch won't set her free. She passes time by singing like someone else I know. As the years go by, she sits and waits. As the years go by, a torturous existence. I don't remember this part. She wishes she were dead. Skip ahead, skip ahead. But in the end, the Rapunzel fights a millionaire. The prince is good at climbing and braiding golden hair. So I know he'll appear, 'cause there are rules and there are strictures. I believe the storybooks I read by candlelight. My white knight and steed will look just like these pictures. It won't be long now, I guarantee. Day number 23. I know it's today. I know it's today. Oh, here's a good one. It's a classic. There's a princess in a coma. Glad it's her instead of me. Pretty maiden in a glass box. How I wonder, does she pee? Law, poison apple, boring evil queen. Filler in that red accent and shorties on the scene. Skip ahead. But in the end, the princess wakes up with a start. The prince is good at kissing and melting Snow White's heart. So I know he'll appear, and his armor will be blinding, as shining as his perfect teeth and pearly hooves. So propose on my knee, and our freedom will be binding. About time we set a wedding date. Day number 958. I know it's today. He'll show up today. There's a princess, Sally princess. Take your pick, they're all like me. Not exactly.
Okay, and we're.
All right. And there we are. Where are we? Where are we? Twinkle, twinkle.
And we're back! Yay! Oh, yes.
We're back with our wonderful guests, Isabella and Christina.
Yes!
Thank you. Welcome to the Gagootz
Thank
Show.
you for having
And the
us.
Yes,
last
thank you
name
very
is
much.
You
Muse.
see,
Excited.
Everyone has their own Gagootz mug, and there's water, except
Water
for
here.
Isabella doesn't have one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's getting a fresh one. All right, Izzy. All right, now.
And you
And
can
you
take
can
that
keep
home
it.
with you.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, sure.
You could take that home.
You could take it home.
She's in a of feel like Ricky Lake. Okay, she doesn't know who Ricky Lake is, does she? Okay.
She probably
I know.
does.
Who's a good talk show host these days?
You tell me.
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
Jimmy
okay,
Fallon.
she's gonna be like she'll be like Jimmy Fallon. Like, okay, so
Jimmy.
welcome to the Isabella Show.
Jimmy Fallon.
I love Jimmy Fallon.
I'm gonna send this to
She's
you,
awesome.
and I want you to have her on your
You're
show.
welcome.
Boom, baby.
Hey, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, wait, I want to jump into. I
Every
want to get to know about you guys. Oh my god! First of all, like honestly, I feel like you guys could do a duo. Screw it, just do it.
Oh, that'd be
Just do the
great.
duo. Oh my
We
god!
should do it. We could go on. We could be like the New York Judds.
Do you sing as well?
I do.
Do you
I know,
really?
she's professional.
Oh
Yeah,
my-
she was in the play.
She was in the play.
Oh, because you
musical.
said there was comedians. So I don't. So which one? We should talk. We should talk about.
So Menopause the musical is a comedy.
Musical.
It's a musical comedy.
Oh.
You've never seen it. I have to take you to see
I
it.
know. I want to see it now. Like that sounds.
When we
hilarious.
come back, you'll come and see us.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. I watched it too.
Yeah.
It's really
Oh my
good.
god.
Yeah.
So did your mom inspire you to start singing?
Yes.
You,
When I
like,
was really little.
when was the first time you were like, I think I could sing?
No.
Well, the first time she was on stage, she was 6 months old when I was doing a Valentine's Day cabaret, and I brought her on with me, and I sang a song to her. And then she came out for the Old Lang Syne with us, and I held her. And so she was right from more jump. She was
In it.
In
You were
it.
like
She
into
was in it.
entertainment.
In it
And then
to
when
win
I
it.
did shows, like when I was doing like Mamma Mia, she came and she was there all the time. She wanted to come to the rehearsal. So when I do shows, she wants to be at the rehearsals. She wants to be involved. Like even the other night, I'm doing a at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing a show in Southampton, the Jackie Mason musical.
Oh, you are going to be in
Yeah,
that? Oh,
yeah.
all right, okay.
And she came the other night. I was going to rehearsals, and I was like, I'm gonna go. She was like, I have to come. I want to. Like she wanted to be there. I said, you're not gonna be involved. I don't care. I want to just be there.
Just
So
to be there for the energy.
Yep.
I love that. So it's like the cast members. They already know her. They're like, oh
They all
girl,
know her.
do they call you Izzy? Is that like something?
A lot of my friends call me Izzy.
I like that. It's a nice name. They're like, girl, Izzy, sit right here. Don't worry, you got the VIP.
But the family calls her Bella.
Oh, I like that.
Bella.
Or bells.
Or
too.
bells.
Bells, belly
Bells.
sometimes.
So how did you even get into singing and performing and entertainment?
I start when I was like her age and younger. I used to do shows for my friends. I used to try to direct. Like I would have like the side of my house had like a long like walkway, and I would make my friends sit across the way, and I would do like shows, and I would perform for them. And I remember being like, gosh, I moved out of the area when I was 8, so it had to be prior to that. I remember dressing up in my cousin's old dance outfit and knocking on the neighbors' doors and singing "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" for them. I said, "Can I sing for you?" And I would sing it for them. So that's how it
great.
started.
And your neighbors were like, okay, well,
And they
were
would let me sing. So then, but then like there was a big hiatus, and then years later, when I was like 15, I went and I auditioned. My mother pulled out of the paper a little ad for the Journey Cross and Crucifixion at CM in
Okay.
right? So I went down. My mother thought I was going to be a star, and she tells the man, "My daughter's sick. Can you listen to a tape?" And he was like, "Just let her sing, right?" So I sang, and they cast me in the show as
Oh
like
my
one of the
God.
ensemble, you know.
We love a mother that you see. We love
What
mothers
show
that do
was
that.
this in Oakdale?
This was when before CM was sat down in Oakdale.
Okay.
And it was like a traveling, and we used to travel to the churches and do
Okay.
the Cross and Crucifixion. And then after that, I had auditioned for like their summer show, which was like Fiddler on the Roof, and I got in the ensemble. And then the next show I auditioned for was West Side Story, and I got cast as Maria.
Girl,
And then from
you
there,
are Maria?
I was
Oh my
Maria, and then from
God.
there I played the narrator in Joseph and Evita in Evita, and I'm just one thing after another, and then
with the same company.
those shows were, and then I moved on. I did Airport Playhouse, and I did Bayway, and I did Theater 3, and I
that's
played
great.
Christine and Phantom, and I did, and I did all the different shows, and I started doing it. Then I became professional, and I traveled like the country doing it. And then I met my husband, who had 2 little girls. My stepkids were 4 and 6, and I kind of that was what I fell into, being a mom. And I raised them. He had custody, so we raised them. And then I kind of stopped doing theater for a long time because I started like a real job, and then years later, it wasn't until a friend of mine called me and said, "Hey, I'm doing Mamma Mia at Smithtown. Can you come down and audition?" And I said, "You know what? I think she's old enough where I can leave her at the time with my husband." And I went down and auditioned, and I got Donna. And the first day of rehearsals, when rehearsal started, I had to break the news to them that I was pregnant with my son.
Stop.
So I did Mamma Mia at Smithtown until I was like 7 months pregnant. I was jumping on chairs, and people were coming and they're like, "Don't jump," and I was like, so I did. I did the show, and then after that I had my son. I took a little break, and then 6 months after he was born, I went down to Theater 3, and I did 9, and I was right back in the
groove of it.
In the groove of it, and now I've been doing shows since. And she started getting involved, and now she's more talented than I was at her age. I could tell you that.
Right. So wait, Izzy, have you gotten into any of the productions that your mom's been in?
Not that she's been in, but a bunch of different shows. I mean, she's been in. I've done Annie Jr. at CM. She was in that when
Years
she was
ago.
little. Years ago, though. She played Star to Be, right? I played Grace.
Oh my
in
God!
Annie
First of all, I
Jr.,
love that
so-
she's like, Mom, this is what you play, right? I got it. Don't worry. I got it, Mom. Don't worry. I love that.
But yeah, I played Grace in Annie Jr. because I couldn't play. Well, I could play an orphan, but it was Annie Jr., so I can get any of the roles. So yeah, that was really fun.
School of Rock.
School of Rock, but
That
you
was a
weren't-
main
you weren't in
stage.
that. That
She
was
Oh
did
just-
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Great.
I
She
was
was in that.
very young to
She
be
was the
in
type.
it.
Okay,
I was-
very young. Like, wait, what do you mean? Because you're very young now. I don't know if you know that.
I was
10 years old now, right?
I was 9, but everybody.
She's like, I was very. Hold on, I was very young. Okay, it was a year ago. Very different time.
No, I was very younger. I was like a lot younger than everybody else who was in
okay.
In the
it.
show.
So I got at first I was just ensemble, but then they cast me as this little role, which it was like my first like actual show other than like my camp shows that were like just like a bunch of like songs from different like musicals or
She goes to summer
movies.
camp at CM, and
So-
basically what
So
they
what is
do-
CM? Because you keep saying CM.
It's
I'm
a
like,
theater
very-
in Oakdale.
This is the best
Oh.
theater.
And she goes to summer camp, fall camp, winter camp. Like she does all
So
the
no,
camps.
all year camp.
And
Yeah,
Basically.
so all year camp.
So it was Creative Ministries, and then they now that they have the theater, it's turned into just the CM Performing Arts Center. And so she does the summer camp there. Now my son does it too, and they come up with like a big, beautiful like show at the end of it, and they rehearse all summer for it, and then they do this big like showcase.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going.
she's oh you should.
Wait, your son sings too?
My son tries.
Oh, God, give it like the Partridge Family.
He's
Am I the
only-
only one thinking that?
He's only 6.
I thought of it too.
Oh
He's
my
6.
God.
He tries.
And
But-
your husband?
My
He has-
husband
he has
passed
a-
away 4 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, my husband passed away 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So now it's just me and the kids.
Yeah.
And I have a huge support system, a huge family that helps, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just us. But they do the CM camp, and she does great. But then she moved on from there, and she was like this tiny little thing amongst. They were only casting like 12 and up, and they loved her so much that they cast her, and she was like this little kid with all the other kids were like this, and it was very cute in School of Rock.
Yeah, in School of Rock, the kid who I played, it was a boy, but they changed it to a girl for me.
Girl,
So-
you better have special privileges. You gotta be. All right, girl.
Yeah, but so yeah, they cast me. But I think in the movie too, the boy's a little bit shorter than everyone else in the show. So I think he's a little younger in the show.
Oh, so that you think that's probably why they're like,
I
oh, let's go for somebody who's a little
I
shorter.
think he's a little bit younger. But they originally cast me in the ensemble.
And then they
So-
bumped her up to a little part. So
Wow.
she got a little,
That was like my
great.
first.
We have a lot of
And what does
directors
she
that
have
watch
now?
the show.
You have a lot of directors, see?
Yeah, we have.
Look at her eyes. Your eyes are like, ooh, I'm going to Hollywood. Yes, girl. Make sure you take the little people with you. Okay, now. All right.
I'm going to send this to Tim in California.
Oh, look at you.
No, but I'm curious. So, because you guys have talked about a lot of the production, for both of you guys, what has been your favorite production? Like, hands down, if they asked you tomorrow to do it again, you'd be like, I'm doing it. I'm going on the road and doing it.
Probably Annie.
But as what
Annie.
part?
Annie.
As Annie.
As Annie.
She's like, I don't want to be no second fiddler no more, okay?
I could see that. I could see Annie, but you would have to wear a red wig, though.
Well, yeah, that's what my friend did when she played Annie.
Most of them will.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of them.
And the funny thing was, I played Grace, and Grace is like her age. So, and Annie's a little girl, but the girl who played Annie was taller
Wait, your
than
mom's
me.
age?
Yeah.
You mean 20?
No, yeah, 20. Yeah, but
I was like, wait, your mom's age? Okay, got it.
the girl who played Annie was taller than me. So I had to play Grace, and she was taller than me, so I was like playing Grace, but it was weird because
Like,
she
you
was
had to, like, be behind her kind of thing? So
not really. I was always like next to her, but she was taller than me, so it was like it was funny.
It was cute.
It was-
it
it
was
was-
a kid show. You know, it was cute. It was a junior version, but it was really cute. You know, and she's now she wants to do the real Annie, so she's
Yeah.
gonna go and audition at the different, theaters.
Yeah.
So like, how do you even know like how to? Well, first answer the question. I'm sorry because
Me?
I'm always rambling. What's your
No,
favorite production?
That's what you.
I mean, I would say I have a top 3. I would
Ooh.
say it's Evita was one of my favorite roles I've ever played.
Because you were Evita in
'Cause I
Evita,
was
by the
Evita
way.
in
Okay,
Evita,
all right.
and I did that show 3 times.
Wow.
Wow.
And then Mamma Mia, I played Donna, which was one of my favorites, and that I've done twice, and I'm hoping to do that again. And then my other favorite role that I've ever played was I played Dee Dee Allen in The Prom. It's CM going back a couple of years ago, and it was one of the most wonderful experiences. It was fun. She was funny. She was sassy. So I loved that part. So those were my top.
And
3.
you, I saw that you did a little singing and dancing in Disneyland,
Yes, I did.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah, it was crazy.
How did that happen?
So it was kind of a Christmas gift. So we got tickets to Disney for Christmas.
Yeah, but what? No, we got tickets to Disney because you were
Because
doing
I
the
was gonna
show.
do it, but
Really?
I didn't even. Weren't you supposed to audition for the show or no?
You didn't have to.
You
'cause
didn't
they
have to?
It was at CM.
True.
They put a group together every year that goes down and performs in Disney Springs on the
So-
big stage.
Oh, all right.
And
Disney
I-
Springs is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and then they do like a workshop with some of the Disney cast members, and they get to like perform down there. So that's how she got to go down there.
Wow.
So it was through the theater. Matter of fact, she wants to go back again, but I told her this year if she wants to go, we have to fundraise because Mommy can't afford it.
Oh,
So-
baby, that Orlando, they be tripping with the prices.
We'll
They
do
be
a
tripping.
fundraiser. Don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
We're
We'll do
gonna
a
do a-
comedy fundraiser.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got you, girl.
So
Oh, yeah.
the funny. Wait, I was gonna say something.
Brain farts happen to all of us.
I was gonna say
You
something.
got a long life of brain farts happening. Don't worry, boo.
But
That's
yeah,
interesting
I
that you went to
completely
Disney
forgot what I was
though.
gonna say.
Yeah, she performed.
That
on
is
Well,
the
you're in
so
Disney
cool.
World.
Oh yeah, I remember now. So we were performing the last song, High School Musical. We're all in this together, and I was dancing, and at one point my shoe came off. Like not all the way off. Remember how
Yes.
my shoe fell off? So I was trying to get it back on as we were dancing. So I was like.
But you know what? She kept going.
And you kept
tried.
singing.
Yeah,
She kept
I was
dancing.
Oh
like,
my God. You better be. See, it's in your blood,
I was
girl.
like,
It's in your blood.
I was panicking. I was like, oh, and she was just going, and I was like, oh, like that feeling of like, oh my God, she's got. Oh no,
Oh,
she's
wow,
got
she's
it.
got it. I don't even have to,
That's
you're like,
great.
and you're
No,
like,
that's
should I jump
great.
into action? No, she's got
No,
it.
she's got
She's got this. What do you mean?
Got it.
But like, how do you
I'm gonna
guys
see
even
every
get into,
single
like,
thing
how
you
did you
do.
even get into doing your first audition? Like, how would you even know to do
Well,
that?
my mother cut a thing out of a piece of paper, out of the newspaper, out of Newsday, and that's how I went down. But then, now that I'm in the theater, like, I'm familiar with all the Long Island theaters now. I've done it outside of Long Island. I then traveled a little bit with the doo-wop groups. I used to sing with like all the oldies groups and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Lenny Coco and the Chimes I sang with for a little bit, and like we opened for a bunch of the big names. And so I was kind of like just in it. So now she doesn't need to know like all the ins and outs. So that's why she's starting a lot younger
Mommy
than
knows
me.
it. Mommy
I
knows
love
everything.
that.
Yeah.
No, but she picks up on it.
Oh no, she's
Yeah,
leaps and bounds.
she already looks like a natural.
She's a natural.
Oh yeah.
For me, for my first audition, I think my first audition was for Disney a couple years back.
And what happened?
I freaked out.
What?
I didn't.
do?
I like literally my friend auditioned with me, so she's saying something, and then I freaked out. We had to leave because I freaked out. I was like, I can't do this.
She wouldn't
so
audition.
I wouldn't audition.
Really?
So
You
I
had to
left,
leave.
and then we came back because I was like, okay, I can do it. But then nobody was left. It was this one guy.
And nobody was left
And
to see her
no one was
audition.
there. It was just him. So I was still really scared. So I turned around to face the wall while he listened. And I sang this thing from The Little Mermaid, but it was like
Wow, The
this
Little Mermaid.
little cut that Ursula sang when she was Vanessa. I don't even know anymore. I couldn't sing it if I wanted to, but yeah, it was that, and I freaked out.
But how did you do on the audition when you sang for him?
Good.
She sounded
I
good.
just
She was so
Nervous.
timid. and
Emotional.
Well, how
nervous.
old are you? 5?
No, it was. She must have been
It was like 8?
not even 8. You were
7.
because it was the year before. You were just under 8.
It was
You were
like 2022.
Okay.
so, and then after that, she didn't audition really again until camp. But then she wouldn't sing in front of anybody. Like if you asked her to sing, she wouldn't do it.
Wow.
And then we were at her school talent show, which I host. Like I'm like the host of the talent show. They asked
Hey,
me.
Mom, you're awesome, by the way. Okay.
I am
Sorry, I
too.
just gotta-
They are.
I was like, she just throws in her
Oh,
accolades. Like,
stop.
by the way, I'm the coach of it all. Don't worry. I run the whole thing. What do you mean? I run the whole school. Hello.
I run the school. No,
Okay.
but I like MC the talent show. So I was there MCing, and my daughter wouldn't be in the talent show. So I'm MCing, and my own daughter is not in the talent. So I was like, Isabella, go in this talent show. So the first year, she didn't do it. The second year, I was like, Isabella, come on. So we sat in the audience on the rehearsal night, and everybody's going up, and I'm like, Isabella, come on, you could, come on. So I made her go up and audition. I made her go up and do it, and I was like, Isabella, can you do it? And she was like, I think I can do this. I'll sing a Taylor Swift song. And I was like, it's in the show. Put it in.
Put it right now.
So they put it in, and she went up and she sang at the audition, the rehearsal, and she killed it.
What song?
Mom,
Wow.
Cruel Summer. But Mom,
Period.
so I wouldn't sing at the talent show. I remember how I was doing the dance with Lily. I wouldn't do anything else. My friend Lily moved away, but
We love you, Lily.
yeah. I just saw her the other day. She came down from North Carolina.
Oh,
but
good.
we did a dance to
Cowboy, something cowboy.
No, it was
Beyonce.
This Ain't Texas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
love
I didn't know
that
the
song.
name.
I don't know that. I think that's all. I thought it was called This Ain't Texas. Okay.
I think it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I think it's called Texas Hold'em.
Yes,
Yes,
Texas
okay,
Hold'em,
girl.
yes.
Right
So
there.
she was able to dance in front of people, but she wouldn't sing. But then, like I said, she was like, "All right, I'll try it," and she went up and sang it at the rehearsal. And then after that, it was like the veil was lifted, and then
Oh my
all of a sudden
God.
she was like killing it to
I
everybody. And I was like,
everything.
"This kid, like all
So
of a
wait,
sudden
what
went from-
do you think changed in that moment for you?
I don't know. It feels like everybody, like, I thought I was really bad at singing before that point. I wouldn't accept that I was good. So after I sang for everybody and they were all clapped, I thought everybody was clapping for everybody, so I was still freaking out. But then when they came down, everybody was coming up to me from like all the way in the aisles in the back, or the big kids who like run the like mics and stuff. They were all coming to me and saying, "You did so good. You're amazing. You killed it." All of that. So that's when like
You were like, girl, I am.
Oh
I was
my
like, I
gosh,
got
I'm
this.
good.
I'm the star. Period.
the confidence just all of a sudden was there, like out of nowhere. She went from being this like, no, I can't. I would show people videos of her because she wouldn't
And I would
sing,
freak out.
and she would go cry and run in the other room when I would show them a video. So I was like, Isabella, then sing for them, and she wouldn't do it. But then I'm telling you, like all of a sudden, she sang that day, and it was like.
The
All
veil
of a
was
sudden,
lifted.
she was like, the confidence was like there, and I was like, "See, listen
You
to
just
your
gotta
mother.
do it. Yeah, you gotta do it.
Mother
No,
knows
she's
best.
yes, mother definitely knows best.
Mom knows you have talent.
But I'm curious, Mom, were you ever nervous yourself? Like, I know you said your mom literally ripped out a piece of paper, ripped out the newspaper. Were you just like, all right, I'm ready. This is my spotlight. I'm outside.
I feel like I must have been nervous at that point. I don't remember. I remember walking in. I remember very, very distinctly, like the way the room looked, the way the guy looked coming over to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Noel, who ran the theater, he was this big, jolly, heavy man. And he had this whole, like, Santa Claus voice. And he was like, oh, hello, and I was, like, nervous a little bit then. And then that's when my mother was like, oh, hear the tape she did because she's sick. And he was like, no, I want to hear her. So I panicked a little and I sang.
Wait, so did your mom purposely do the sick thing to push you
No,
ahead of
I
the group?
think she was just like, I didn't sound good that day. She was like, and I must have been like, oh, my throat hurt,
Yeah.
So it must have been the nerves. And then once I sang, he was like, oh, I could tell if she's good or not. And then he said I was good and he put me in. And, but I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't really get nervous. I get like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm having a bad vocal day. Like, I hope I can hit that note kind of thing. But like, I don't get like,
Heavy anxiety.
yeah, I don't get nervous
Yeah.
because I feel like that's my happy place. I feel like when I'm out there, I know
That's where you're supposed to be.
I know
That's
where I'm
beautiful.
supposed to be, and I know I'm good at what I do. And I feel like she's starting to come into that,
I mean, seriously, at your age, that's a beautiful thing. Because I'm 33 and I still get nervous getting on stage. I'm like, oh my God, I suck. What am I doing here? They hate me. Oh my God.
But before shows, when I'm like standing in the wings, like for Matilda, I was like standing in the wings with my friends. We were all doing like that thing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that, because we were all like a little nervous. But I was like, guys, I was the only one that was actually like, it's fine. Everyone was freaking out, and I was a little nervous, but everyone was freaking out. I was like, guys, it's fine. You're gonna do
You're like,
great.
guys, I'm a professional.
Calm down.
You're fine.
I think my son watched the
But-
movie Matilda 1,000
It's a
times.
great
Matilda was the
movie.
best
It's a
movie.
great movie.
I watched it all the time. It was always on
Yeah,
TBS every weekend. I loved it.
Sadly, I didn't get the
I
best
hope he's
part.
not watching this
What part
show.
did you get?
because,
I got this girl.
They don't. When your
Yeah.
children get
Oh, I
older,
remember.
they
From
don't
the
want to
school?
hear.
I know. Well, my older one is
Oh,
23,
really?
24 and
I
26
barely
now.
said
so,
anything.
like, my
Girl,
daughter.
cast her as Matilda next time.
Yeah.
Y'all
And they don't
tripping.
want to be reminded when they were young.
But I'm curious because you guys have two distinct paths, right? You guys are very big into doing actual plays and things like that, and then you also sing. What would be more of your passion? Obviously,
singing. I prefer to be able to play a role where you sing and act at the same time and throw in some dancing, and it's perfect.
Musicals.
Your musicals. I love a good musical. I love a musical. I want to do it all. So does she.
Same.
She loves doing all of it.
I would much prefer would rather become like a more of a Broadway actor than more of like a famous singer kind of thing.
Okay, girlfriend.
Instead of like, because I want to I want to do theater.
Ooh,
more than I want to like.
This is the city to do it.
Broadway.
Yeah, this is the
Broadway
city
bound.
to do it. And like you're at the right age to get started. You gotta blow all these people out the water. I love that.
She's Broadway bound.
There's a lot of you have to go easy because the mic's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the mic.
Um,
And if the glass breaks,
Here, put it on this.
if the glass breaks,
Good, boo.
Nancy can't
There you
afford
go.
Nancy can't afford to buy a new table.
Right.
I just have to give him one for the
You see Betty sweating. He's like, if it breaks,
She got
I gotta pay.
so excited. She was like, boom.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to Broadway tomorrow. Are you kidding me? I love that. But like, so you said you like Broadway. What is like the one play that you're like, oh my God, this is like my goal. Like I would love to be in this play on Broadway.
Hamilton.
We were talking about this before.
Yeah, Hamilton.
Children.
3 months ago it was Wicked. Then I finally made her watch Hamilton.
Gosh, I love Wicked.
That's her. I mean, she
I
was.
love Wicked.
She was like, she is ready for Elphaba, right?
Right.
But then we started. I always listen to Hamilton because I love it. And then I made her watch the movie. The Disney.
Yeah.
And after she watched that, she must have seen it about 100 times now in the past month and a half.
She said that she was watching it before she came.
I was. I left off at the election of 1800.
Oh my God.
That's where I left off.
I've never heard a kid be excited about the election of 1800. I've never heard that. You're doing something right, Mom.
It's the best thing
in
ever.
the car on the way here, I said, "Well, what are your favorite songs?" She goes, "Well, this one and that one," and Farmer Refuted. And I said, "Never say Farmer
I love
Refuted."
that song. I'm sorry. No, it's not even when Samuel Seymour is singing. It's when Alexander Hamilton comes in and he starts rapping.
Okay.
I love
That is
it.
very
You're making me
cool.
excited. I want to watch it tonight.
Go
You
watch it.
should,
You haven't
yes.
seen it?
I have not seen it.
You need to
No,
watch
I
it.
have not.
And then let us know what you think.
Yes,
because
I
you're
will.
gonna-
I will definitely do that.
I haven't
yeah.
seen it either.
Oh,
so
you need
now
to
we
let's have a
yes.
watch party.
Guys,
Right.
guys, Lin-Manuel, tag me. Tag me.
The
I don't know
last,
what she said, but tag her, please.
Tag me.
She's an
Please,
amazing
Lin-Manuel
girl.
Miranda. I need to be in something, please.
I believe
He
it.
wrote it, starred in it, and stars in a multitude of things.
I don't know if they have any kids, but they might. You know what? You could pass for maybe a short person. I think, right? There's got to be short
They
people.
do.
back in the day.
Wait, in Hamilton,
No kids in Hamilton.
kids
Yeah.
don't play the character. It's a kid, but they don't play it. It's an adult playing a kid. It's funny.
Oh,
It's the whole point.
now I gotta watch it.
It's his son Philip, but he's 9, and it's his name's Anthony Ramos. He plays Philip Hamilton and John Lawrence in the
Oh
beginning.
my God, you know like their name, girl. You
I
better.
know everyone.
I'm telling you.
Of course.
John. What's
She's
his
getting
name?
excited right now. By the way, Hamilton, call the girl. She could be a short woman.
So
She could be a short
a
woman.
couple of weeks ago, we had Teddy Smith on the show, who has a movie that's coming out in theaters the end of the month called Wild Girls, and it's a western. All right, so when you see the Wild Girls, go see that because I can introduce you to Teddy. You can introduce you to, I don't know, what can you do for her?
Right, Teddy.
Whatever you can
We'll
do.
circle back on
I
that.
love it.
Talk to Tim.
is this the name dropping portion?
name
of the show?
She's like, listen, I'm Nancy Gagootz. I got it like that. Don't ever play yourself, all right? Hello.
Yeah, I'm Nancy Gagootz.
Okay, you know, maybe let's not get
All right,
crazy.
we only have like 16 minutes left, so what would you like to sing for us? And look
I can-
directly at the camera.
I could
Sing
sing the end of tomorrow.
The end of tomorrow or the end of Defying Gravity?
I
Or
don't care.
what do you want to say?
Whatever. I do want to
Fine.
get cast in Annie somewhere, so how about I sing the end of tomorrow?
I like that. I like that. Yes.
Or you could sing a little piece of each if you want, just tiny bits.
right.
Oh my God, you guys can totally do like a duet. By the way, I'm
don't
sorry.
have-
I can't. I'm
I don't
obsessed. I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe let's table it for later. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Don't say yes right away. Okay.
Who was it? Samantha Carlson? She sang on the show.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
she did a good job too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can we stand up?
Go ahead, boo.
Whatever is
Okay.
more comfortable for you.
Okay. So, which one do you want me to sing first tomorrow?
Ask
I
Nancy.
want-
Tell her it's up to Nancy.
It's up to you.
OG.
Do the Annie first.
Okay. I'm gonna start from the second when I'm stuck with that day.
Okay. And then look at the camera.
Yeah.
Or the television screen.
Yeah, I see it. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
You gotta sing for tomorrow, child. Oh my God.
Need a
Girl,
microphone.
I felt the wall shaking. She
Oh
was
my
shaking the wall.
She takes after her mother. She doesn't
Oh,
need a
right.
mic.
Barbara
I love that.
Streisand's rolling
That was
over on her
beautiful. That was
sofa
great.
right now.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Wow.
Girl, I don't.
Wow.
What? Tell the people. Send the people this. Send the CM. Send the people. 'Cause they need to see it. I'm serious. I don't think
Oh,
they've seen
it's
it.
gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think they've seen
Cast
it.
me.
Oh my God, you have such a long. I mean, it's and the fact
Wow.
that you got it so early, like you
Wow.
have such a great
Wow.
career ahead of you. And I mean, seriously, and you have a great role model. But and I'm curious. So does your son? Is he kind of like interested a little bit in?
But he's only 6.
He's only 6. He's gonna be
Girl,
7.
she was already a star at 6 years
She
old.
was. He's,
Five,
interested,
4.
but
3.
he likes, they'll do like the little Alexander Hamilton thing, and he plays Alexander Hamilton. So when they get to the part where he comes in, he's like, Alexander Hamilton, my name is Alexander Hamilton. Like he does his little bit.
Aw.
It's
So
cute,
cute. And I taught him like choreography for it. It's
He likes it, but
He loves it.
she's like, it's her passion.
Yeah. Oh my God, I
All
love
right, so
that.
sing one more thing.
Oh, okay.
Sing the end of Defying Gravity.
okay.
Oh, not end
Take
up.
water.
Take
Yeah, I'm
a
about to
sip.
say, get refill the child's
Take a
child's
deep
water.
breath.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sing out or mommy's gonna have to show you up.
You need more- yeah, that mommy's gonna sing.
Oh my
Do you
God.
need some more water?
Yes, please.
There you go.
I was like, Gagootz, don't be cheap with the water now.
Okay, here's Isabella.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity. And so I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down.
Oh
Girl,
my
it's not the
God.
one.
Down.
Excited, we got excited. Oh my God, that alphabet.
Yeah.
The alphabet in the
Yes.
building. Cast this girl. You know what? Damn it.
Now that song, what is that song?
That's
Flying
from
gravity,
Wicked.
That's
Oh, that's
Wicked.
from Wicked. I
Do you
saw
guys go to
Wicked, and I
Broadway
don't
plays?
remember.
Yes,
Saw Wicked
we
in
saw
it.
Wicked twice
I
on
saw it
Broadway.
I
twice.
saw
Oh my
Wicked
God.
a long time ago now.
Second row,
Whoa.
almost center.
Oh my God.
For
Well,
the
next
first
time you'll be
time.
on stage.
It was
Yeah.
a gift. She got gifted
Let's
tickets,
go.
and then we went again with with her camp, so she got to go see it twice.
Oh,
Wicked,
nice.
Wicked is an amazing
Oh my God.
musical.
And then you watch it. You watch the
And
movie,
there's
and you're like,
movie.
that's it,
And,
right?
and the second part comes out in November.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
can't wait.
But I'm curious, would you guys would you ever want to step behind in terms of like doing like acting, singing, like being, like going, like doing Wicked as the movie?
Oh sure. Hey, listen,
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
take
I
anything
could-
you want
I'm
to give me.
gonna
Oh, they're like, yeah, girl, I'm passing.
Give me
Yeah,
anything.
fire me.
I'll play
I'm good.
second tree to the left.
Hell
don't care.
no, with that voice, we making you alphabet. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, please sing
You know
the
what?
tree to the left.
That's
I love
great.
you.
She's so great. She's like, I'll just be the tree. I'm cool. I'm cooling over here. I'm like,
I'm in it.
10 years old, you're right, 10 going on 20.
I told you.
I love that. But you know what? I did ask Izzy, but I never got to ask you if you had the opportunity to do any Broadway play. What would it be?
Hamilton.
You. Hello.
That was
Yeah.
She's asking your mom.
She's
now.
like, you.
She's
That's
asking
you.
your mom, Christine. You didn't say Christine.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
didn't
said
say
I
Christine,
asked
you said
Izzy,
Izzy.
and
She
then
said
I'm
her
sorry.
mom. I heard her. I got you.
I know. I talk fast.
I would probably, for me now at my age, like realistically, like what I could play, my like, I guess, end goal dream role would be Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
And she just got an
Yeah.
award for that part too.
But that's probably the part, you know, and I mean, in real life now I'm going to be Mama Rose, so I guess that one's probably
Oh
gonna
my
be
God,
on
I
my
love
bucket
it.
list.
So wait, when are you gonna be doing? So when are your shows gonna be coming?
I'm doing a show at the end of July on the 26th and 27th at the Southampton Cultural Arts Center. It's the Jackie Mason musical.
And you can find that on
on
I'll
my-
post it.
Oh, she'll
It'll
post
be
it.
on
Yeah, she
her-
trust me, she will
The
post it.
Jackie
I've already
Mason
posted
Jackie
it.
Mason
Right.
musical. It's written by Ginger Writer, who was his partner for like 10 years on and off, and his daughter Sheba, and they wrote it. Sheba stars in it with me, and
Great.
Ginger directs it. It's really it's going to be a funny, really funny
Do you
show.
know Bob Goldberg?
I don't.
What is his name? Bob. What's
I don't
Bob's
recognize
name?
the name.
Bob. That's been on the show. That knows knew Jackie Mason.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would be
it was
interesting.
Bob
Comedian.
Goldberg.
This. Oh, it
He
is,
should
okay.
you should let him know because he can come down and see.
I'm gonna let him know.
They're doing it there in at the end of July, the 26th and 27th, and then we're going to be doing it in September. I think the 6th and 7th or that
Greenberg
weekend.
is-
Greenberg. Bob
But how does that
Greenberg.
work? You do like 6 months of like preparing for it, and then you do like 4 shows.
This part I'm actually being thrown into pretty quickly. I have like 2 weeks to like learn the whole part, and it's a pretty big role. I play like the Ginger's mother in the show, so it's going to be a bit of a crunch for me. But it's a nice fun show, and the people are wonderful. So this is going to be just like 2 shows here, 2 shows there, maybe a couple of shows here. Normally when you do it at a theater, you sit down like and you do like a run for like
Yeah.
X amount of weeks. This is different, but I'm doing that, and then at the end of August, on the 29th of August, I'm doing a cabaret style show, like Rat Packy, Bobby Darin-y, that kind of music at
Uh-huh.
CM.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
we-
that advertised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been advertising that. Well, we got to get tickets now.
Yeah, so
All right,
I'll,
we'll
so I'll
see.
be in that.
You're gonna go.
But I'm
Oh,
not doing
no,
like
I'm
a
going.
run of a show right now, But
Wow.
but that's what those are the couple.
And that
of
doesn't
things.
confuse you, right? To have like multiple shows going on at once.
I mean,
have you ever sang a Mamma Mia song at?
No.
Okay.
Not
You're
yet,
like, Mamma
but
Mia,
thank
I
you
mean, not
because
that.
now I probably will. No. Let's hope I don't.
Right.
But yeah, no, I haven't yet. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing in X. And then she's going to audition for, they're doing Annie in a couple of places, so she's going to audition for that.
And where is Annie gonna be? Is that gonna be?
There's an audition for coming up in Babylon at the Argyle. There's one they're doing it in
And you have to go
Smithtown.
to each different one to.
Yeah,
For
I'm
different
gonna Go to
auditions.
each one just to,
Girl, send them that. Send them
I'm
this
gonna-
damn video.
I'm gonna be
She
in
goes to
every
the top,
single
damn
one
it.
that you're ever in as long as I'm alive.
Yeah. And she is
No.
not alive.
Go.
Christina, would you like to sing something?
If you'd like me to.
Absolutely,
Love it.
Mama. What the heck?
Love
Yeah.
it.
Oh my God, what a treat. Goodness.
Stand up.
I don't. Do I
Okay.
need to stand up?
Stand up.
To stand
She's-
up.
I don't need to stand up. I don't need to
Oh,
stand
That's
up.
hilarious.
Let's see.
She's like, I've been doing this for you. I got this. Don't worry.
Till he holds me, I'll wait impatiently where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are, where the boys are. Someone waits for me.
She better be talking about the boys.
Waits for me.
You know what? That's her mother. Cause then you see how we keep clapping? And like, no, hold on, girl. I'm not done yet. I love that. He took his hat. He has no hair. He lost hair from this. Oh my God. You guys are amazing.
Right off.
No, but I'm curious. Would that ever be on your agenda ever for you guys to ever do like a duo?
I think that would be
Yes.
fun.
That'd be so great.
I think that would be fun. Someone mentioned that to me the other day. They were like, you're like, they said like, you're like the Long Island, like the Judds, but like Long Island.
Yeah.
Because,
Right.
like, and I was like, that could actually be a thing.
That
Like,
would be
that
amazing.
could be
I would
fun.
book you at my facility. I work at an assisted living during the day, and I have 2 facilities. I would book you guys immediately.
Well, if you want us, you let us know.
oh,
because
and
we
we're
will-
going to be exchanging numbers and everything
Absolutely.
after this.
We will
That
put a
was
little thing
amazing.
together, a couple of songs between the two of us, and
My
You know-
residents
you
would
know
cry.
Lisa Felici?
I don't know.
No,
do I know
because she
Lisa?
performs.
Yeah,
at
Lisa.
your
She's
place.
coming next week. I love Lisa.
But yeah, we
She's
know
great.
that would be. We would put an act together. And
Oh
I'm
my
sure they would
God.
love the.
Oh
the,
my
the young
God.
the mother
I
daughter.
would-
Lisa
I would get you
Polizzi
guys
does
booked
a
in
lot
immediately.
of. She does a lot of blues. She does.
She does
one
Janis
of
Joplin.
one
Oh,
of the
okay,
Janis
okay.
Joplin. There's like 2 people doing Janis Joplin on the island.
That's
And she's
My God, you
Lisa's-
blew this man's hat off.
Lisa's
I mean, you
got
are that. You guys are so good.
Thank you.
No, seriously. After
You're
this, I
real
hope you guys.
Broadway though. I mean, when you did that, right? I was like,
I-
is this an album? Am I listening to?
I know, that's really.
I always feel like I was born in the wrong era because I feel like if I was born back in like the like if I was
50s.
around in the 50s and 60s, I would have been like the Doris Day or like that would have been me,
Yeah.
you know. And then now like my voice is very, I mean it's very Broadway and but I'm very like big and like I got like a Judy or a Eliza or like a like that big
Yeah.
voice.
And the Auntie Mame type of thing.
The Auntie
right?
Mame, that's one of my dream roles. I would love to play Auntie Mame. That's the other one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they
God.
who played her? It was
Rosalind
Rosalind Russell and Lucille Ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we gotta wrap it up. So we want to know where you guys where can we find you, and also tell us what you might have on the horizon for the summer.
Well,
She's gonna be in Annie. She's gonna be starring in it.
We're hoping.
Let's go.
That'll be in the fall if she does get in to one of those. And then she's gonna be doing her summer camp showcase, which is at the
nice.
23rd and 24th of August. I'm doing.
Where's that?
That's at CM in Oakdale.
Oh, okay.
I'll be doing the Jackie Mason musical in the end of this month, the 26th and 27th, and then in Southampton.
Oh.
And then I'm going to be doing that again in September, at the beginning of September.
Where's that
in
gonna be?
East Islip at where the old Bayway Arts Center.
Oh, I know them
yeah.
really. We know them well.
Yeah, we go there.
Yeah, so I'll be doing that there, and then the 29th of August, I'm doing the Beyond the Sea show at CM. The
Yeah, well,
review.
we're gonna try to go to that one.
and then I don't know what's next on the horizon for me after that, and
I don't know when it is. Is it in September?
What?
I'm Shrek.
she
Shrek
wants
is
she
coming
wants to
after
audition at
Fiona.
CM for Shrek to play young Fiona as well.
Oh,
That's,
you would be
Oh,
fantastic.
that would
You would be
Great.
so good as young
So
Fiona.
anyways,
you are too pretty for young Fiona, but they gotta put some makeup on
Now
you.
that
All
we're-
Oh,
right.
young
Wait.
Fiona's pretty.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about Shrek,
Still princess.
so that reminds me of Nancy and our son Ryan, who does Shrek in one of his routines. And has he has a comedy show coming up.
Yeah.
So I want to mention that August 1st, and it's called "You Paid for This."
Can
And
we
we're
put that
gonna
up
bring-
on the screen there?
It's
right
going to
there.
come up on the screen.
No, yeah.
Not that one. The
one in orange.
Yeah,
that one.
that
right.
one.
There you go. Our son Ryan, who started doing his first comedy show at 5 years old. So we 5 years
Young
old.
entertainers.
And so now he's producing his own show in Governors in the Giggle
Aw.
Room called "You Paid for This," and I'm on it too.
Oh, good.
He's got me, so I'm doing it. And then I have coming in September 27th. The other one was August 1st, a Friday. This is a Saturday. It's my birthday bash.
Yes.
And Mezzi's going to be on that show with my friend Joe Curry and my friend Greg Criticos, and my son Ryan is going to MC that show. He's going to host that show.
I love that.
So since we have 2 minutes, now I'll tell you the story of how my son got involved in comedy the first time. I was doing comedy. I got back in it. I was doing it, and Ryan was 5 years old. He wanted to see me. So I did the show in Borders Bookstore, and Nancy brought him, and he was sitting in the front. They were sitting in the front, and I'm hosting. So when I'm talking, he's laughing loud, and he's being very loud. He's a 5-year-old. So I said, if my son is quiet for the rest of the show, I'll let him come up here and do his Elvis impression. So he was quiet. So then I bring up the first act, and Dad, so I can go up? I said, yeah, but just your Elvis, that's all I want. So as the show goes on, and my friend Rich Walker was closing it, so I said, okay, Ryan, you could go up before Rich. I said, but just do your, but he says, I want to do time. He watched all these comics, but I want to do time. I said, no, just do, okay. And he just said, okay. He went up there and he did time.
So he
And
headlined
did
at
some
5 years
bit.
old.
He made up some
He was
bit.
a headliner at 5 years
See
old.
that? Look
Can
at
you believe
Did
that?
a
Oh
bit
my
at
God.
5. And now our son is producing his own comedy shows, and he practices in the
Manhattan.
city.
He's always in the
So
city, yeah.
He's always in the city.
I wanted to bring that up because in some ways that reminded me of but I wanted to wait till the end of the show because you
Aw.
started so young.
And anyway, folks, we're going to have to say goodbye
Oh,
because
no.
our time here is
That was
up.
already
And
an
you
hour.
can find everything about them, where they're going to be and everything. You go to Good Morning, Let's Laugh, The Gagootz Show, which is our Facebook fan page on Facebook.
Yep.
And, well, you know me. I got, way over 100,000 followers.
The
So
OG
I will be
the OG
posting it
Gagootz.
on, and, everywhere. You'll never miss one of their shows, and make sure you see them.
Yes.
See us.
Until next week. I won't be here, but I love you guys.
Don't forget,
In 2
Lynn
weeks.
tagged me.
In 2 weeks. Until 2 weeks, I lied.
Oh, and yes, and she's got her own Facebook page. So
Isabella Munes.
Isabella Mune. So any of you children that would like to talk to her personally,
Only children. And
Children.
And I'm under Christina Diorda Munes.
right?
oh, I love it.
Okay.
Yay!
On
Here we go.
Facebook.
Thank you, our guests. I want to thank our guests,
Thank you so much
Christina
for coming
and Isabella.
Izzy.
And I want to thank my wife Nancy for finally coming back
Yes.
to the show.
And I'm going to be in
And
California in 2 weeks, but I will come back with a lot of stories.
All right,
I have
great.
some
We
stories
love
to
it.
talk about. So I'm
All right,
excited.
thank you, everybody.
Happy
Thank you for watching.
New Year.